What's going on, everybody? Rick from Gardening with Barchuckin. Down here at my brother's in Virginia, we're going to be working on his cinder block raised garden bed. So let's hop right into it. His cinder block raised garden bed, he has a 4x4 garden there and a 4x4 garden here. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take this wall out and lay it this way, and take this wall here out and lay it this way, and we're actually going to make one long 4x16 foot raised garden bed for him. As you can see, I told him to start composting, so he's been composting in the middle where it's going to be, and he also has a cinder block compost bin over here, so hopefully we'll have enough material to fill this whole area up and bring you along, show you the process. And then because he has Bermuda grass, we're actually going to put these underneath, so then he shouldn't get any more grass growing up through the holes like he had. We're going to dig out the soil and place it on our tarp, and then we'll be able to make sure everything's nice and level. He first packed straw and branches at the bottom, and you can see the straw has pretty much all broke down. So this was at the bottom. See, like the fungus, and it's basically, it is basically hollowed out. This piece of wood, there's almost nothing left to it now. It's just mushy. Okay, so we got this side all cleared out. What I have to do is make sure that this perimeter is all level. Now this side here is going to be becoming part of the raised garden bed, and we still have this side to do. So this side will now be part of the raised garden bed, and then once we're done, we have to check the perimeter, make sure that everything's nice and level. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that this area is going to be level, and then we're going to put the hardware cloth so we prevent the moles and the voles from digging and burrowing underneath this raised garden bed. So we're pitched a little bit. We gotta get this side up a little. We're not quite touching on that one. That one's pretty level. So all I'm doing is I'm just adding some sand underneath to help to get it level. So see, now that's level, and that one's still level. The reason why we started up here is this was the first bed that my brother had in, and he actually dug the cinder blocks in a little bit deeper. On the second one, he didn't dig down quite as deep. So you always want to start from your lowest point, because everything else will have to match. If you start from the higher end, then you're going to be adding a lot more material and soil to it, where all we'll be doing is taking it out and throwing it into the garden bed. So now that we have this leveled out, we're going to continue. We're going to lay block the whole way. Then we're going to put this hardware cloth out, replace all the cinder blocks back on top. There you go. First worm of the day. It's like the Fonz, baby, yay!
That looks good, man, and it's on the same line.
Yeah. It's just, this is the most pain in the butt part. Once this is done, putting the material, you know, the hardware cloth, and then just re-bricking. Now the only thing that you're going to do is wherever these are, these cinder blocks are going to go like this.
Stack.
So they're not on the same one.
That makes sense.
And then the next level is going to do the same thing. So it's like it's weaved.
Yeah.
The day's almost wrapped up. We're going to put the hardware cloth on now, and then we're going to start placing the cinder blocks. Okay, so what we're doing is we're making sure we overlap it, then we'll bring it over and we'll use the snips to cut it off. So now you have a good chance to see what I was talking about with how where it crosses, we want the middle to line up. So that's going to give it much more stability.
Like the glove.
Now normally it probably wouldn't work out like that, but today it did, and I'm very thankful. So now we have his cinder block raised garden bed rebuilt with the hardware cloth to keep the critters out. We have to still pick up a little vermiculite from Home Depot or Lowe's. Well, vermiculite or perlite, either one's good. It'll help with the drainage. Then we're going to refill with his old soil. the compost that he's collected over the year, and some peat moss to give it some great water retention capabilities and also great drainage. So, till tomorrow.